Hello, everyone. It is December 18th. I am back. I, well, had a couple of things come up yesterday that got in the way of filming this podcast. I uh, had some family things, and then it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was trying to record it on my phone because I wasn't around my computer and couldn't figure it out. So it didn't happen, and I apologize for that. But anyway, I'm Trevor. I am the host of this podcast, the Weight Loss War podcast. And as always, we're going to start with a quote. Today's is by Nelson Mandela, who said, "May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears." Um, this is just something that I was thinking about today. Mostly because it's resonating with me right now because my wife and I just went and we saw a production of A Christmas Carol. And the way you feel leaving that is hopeful and optimistic. And that's kind of how I feel right now. And I wanted to just, even though I'm going to keep this pretty short, reflect on hopes rather than fears. I remember getting to a point where it kind of felt hopeless. Granted, we talk about weight loss on this podcast, so that's what this focus is. But I remember when I was 310 pounds, I was super heavy. Nothing I had done had worked, and I had given up. I had given up months before. The last straw was I moved, and then they built a new gym in the city I lived in. The one that I went to was no longer usable, and they did the new one. And because it was new, thousands of people went, and it was busy all the time. And I just thought, this isn't worth it. And I gave up. And I was heavy and hopeless. It was like nothing was working, nothing was going to work. And it was just a dark time. I was focusing on my fears and my doubts and didn't have, like I said, I didn't have any hope. I didn't have anything to to look forward to, I guess. And so all of my choices were reflecting the things that I was afraid of. I was afraid of doing the work. I was afraid that it didn't matter, so why try? But the thing I want to focus on and the thing I wish I could tell myself 6 years ago is that there is hope. If I had told myself 6 years ago when I was the heaviest I'd ever been that in 6 years I would be on under 170 pounds, I wouldn't believe. I I wouldn't have believed it. I didn't have the hope that that would happen. I didn't I didn't know it was possible. I thought I was just going to be heavy the rest of my life. I thought, my knees hurting and my back hurting and not sleeping well and all of these things that were consequences of me being overweight and unhealthy were realities. And that was just how my life was going to go. But it doesn't have to be that way. It isn't for me, and it doesn't have to be that way for you. There are amazing things out there that can help you lose weight, get healthy, make good decisions, and be full of hope. There are things that we can do that I help people do here at this clinic that at my weight loss clinic, I help people all the time. We help people lose weight, help people get healthy. We help people make decisions based on hope rather than their fears. And that is something that I want to pass on to all of you, that there is hope in any situation. There's hope in a better financial situation. There's hope in the future. There's hope that we can be healthier. There's hope that we can lose weight. There's hope that we can keep the weight off forever. So let's make decisions based on that hope and not on the fears. Let's be hopeful. And let's not be stupid and foolish, but let's be hopeful. Let's take real measured steps that we can look back on in 5 years or 6 years, just like me, that have led me to where I am today. You can have the same kind of success that I've had in any aspect of your life, in your health and your weight loss goals, or your financial goals, your family and relationship goals. There are so many things to look forward to and so many things that we can do, so many choices we can make based on the hope for that future, that if we will focus on those, then everything will fall into place. It may not be as quick as we want. It may not be in exactly the way that we pictured, but if we move forward with that hope, making choices based on that hope, then we can and will manifest good things for our future. So I'm going to leave you with that. I just want everyone to reflect on that. And maybe it's the time of year where we're full of hope and joy around Christmas time, but I want to share that with all of you. And I'm going to leave it there. I will be back tomorrow. Like I said, I apologize for not making it last night. I did record something or I talked into my phone and tried to record something and it didn't work. So anyway, all of you are awesome. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to shoot me an email, Trevor at ultimatemedicalweightloss.com. Have a great night, everyone.